Monday. Is it Monday already? Nobody likes a Monday. Unless you're just, you're ready to get past that active recovery day and get a nasty workout in. In which case, Mondays are cool. So it's the beginning of our 25th week of programming. Today is day number 169 of At Home Fitness with Coach A. And as Coach A, it is my goal, and this YouTube channel's goal, to bring you guys in-gym quality workouts at home as well as coaching. So here's what we are looking at today. A lot of hinge action, a lot of hip extension. The first piece, we can call it strength, a little bit more of an endurance, stamina for muscular, is going to be Russian kettlebell swings for time. You are going to do 5 of them, 10 of them, 15 of them, 20 of them, 25 of them, and 30 of them will be the top of the pyramid before we come back down, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. So our goal is to complete those sets, if possible, unbroken. If possible, explosively creating hip extension on that downside of the pyramid, coming back down to 5. You only have to do 30 once at the top. Your rest in between is forced and is the same amount of time as your previous working set. Meaning, if it takes you 10 seconds to do 5 Russian swings, you get 10 seconds rest before you pick that kettlebell up for the set of 10. All right. That is going to be the strength piece, a little bit more muscular endurance, a little bit more conditioning, but that's what we're going to roll with today. Second piece is going to be a workout. Short, quickish, we'll see, intensive, aggressive. It's going to be a 9-minute AMRAP, 5 box jumps. If you still have the hips left and the extension left after doing all those kettlebell swings, then I want you to go high on the box jump. Even if that means step down, take a breath, set, and then go back into your next jump, that is fine. No problems whatsoever with that. 9-minute AMRAP, 5 box jumps, 100-meter run. Try and keep the pace, the intensity up as best you guys can, but perform quality reps on those box jumps. Also, I'm kind of expecting the legs to be a little heavy when you're doing the running. Don't worry about that. Just keep moving. Try not to get any steady, longer tempoed rests in there. Stick around. I will demonstrate the movements and we'll talk modifications. All right, guys, Monday, remember, is all posterior chain all the time. First piece is looking at our Russian kettlebell swings. Remember, Russian. Snapping straight out in front. The arms don't necessarily break a parallel position to the floor. High turnover rate, moving a little bit quicker. Your rest is going to equal your work. All right, so this should happen pretty quickly. It should also create a very fatiguing effect on the hip extension, giving you quite a burn. All right, then we have a workout. Remember, we're looking at a high box today. Short AMRAP, high jumps, quick runs, very fast turnover, okay? So 9 minutes, 5 box jumps, going to that higher position. Take your time, step down, take a breath, hop back on it. I want you to feel really explosive on all those box jumps. No bounding, don't want to turn over that fast. Don't want you relying on your ankle extension and your calves to be able to come back up there. Get those hips coming through. Then I take off after 5, my 100-meter run, I'm back, take my breath, back into it.
Stay tuned for movement modifications.
All right, so we're talking modifications for the Russian swings. Now, one of the components to this workout is the easy ability to pick it up and put it down to start to stop, okay? So when it comes to modifying these movements, there's only really a couple things I'd be looking for here in terms of what you guys are doing. Obviously, we have limitations based on equipment, so let's talk about that now. One of the things we can do with a barbell is going to be good mornings or RDL, something that directly attacks those hamstrings and that posterior chain. We can also, with very lightweight, do a hang
muscle clean that we're going to be snapping up and rely on that powerful, aggressive, quick hip extension to keep continuing over time as the reps ascend and then descend again. If we're looking at a ball, looking for a muscle clean from the ground, right, with a very aggressive squeezing of the glutes and snapping through the knees and hips. If we are looking at 2 dumbbells, it's probably going to be the same thing. That hang muscle clean with most of the torque and power coming from the hips, or even a upright row coming out of the hang, but again, focused and driven by the hips and the extension. If we're looking at a band, we can always go with the good morning or the RDL, but one of the other things we can do too, if you find a way to anchor this band so that it's back behind you, you can step over it and have it coming back from the hips, is letting it snap back and pull through to create that tension in your hamstrings so that you can get the hip extension coming back through. I would actually prefer that over doing a good morning or an RDL if you can get it into the right position and maintain that extension. Alright, modifications for the workout. So if we don't have a box we can jump high onto, or if we can't box jump for some reason, you guys can always do step-ups. If you're going to do step-ups, I want them to be high, but not necessarily this high. If 24 or 20 for that matter isn't going to give you guys a knee above the hip position like it's doing for me, then we want to try and make it a little bit higher. Otherwise, it's going to be a pretty good box for a pretty good step-up. Okay, 5 reps. Let's go probably 3 each side. If you're cruising through them, 5 each side is going to be fine. But we want to be able to have a bunch of rounds, even though it's only a 9-minute AMRAP. For the run, that should be really quick and aggressive. If you guys can't run or you don't have anywhere to run, let me know and I'll help you work through a modification. It's probably going to be something along the lines of jumping jacks, lunges, double unders, single unders with the jump rope, something that'll really spike that heart rate and keep you moving, but it's not necessarily going to be getting in and out of a row or getting on and off a bike. That's a little bit more challenging. We're going to be spending a lot of time doing something that isn't as productive.